Property agents, this video is made just for you. Not only will you find out how to shoot your own property home tour videos, I'm going to give you some guidance on how you can take your own home tour videos to the next level. Hey friends, what's up? I'm Different calling from Learns here. Now, if this is the first time you're watching me or this series of next level videos, allow me to introduce myself and my video production company a little, okay? Now, we are Learns Marketing. Being in the business since 2015, we've helped hundreds of clients close over $50 million in sales through our digital and video marketing campaigns. In addition, Learns has produced nearly 1,200 videos from 2016 to the end of 2021. So over this time, we have shot many genres of videos while serving many types of clients. One particular clientele is property agents. Yes, since 2017, when video marketing started to gain traction for property agents, we have served hundreds of property agents in both their digital marketing and video production needs. Now, we are not a mass market video production house serving primarily property agents like some other agencies which you might be familiar with. As I mentioned, we cater to many industries. But what really sets us apart from the competition is that we are producing mainly personal branding videos for our clients. That's why in the previous 5 episodes in this series, I have been sharing how to take next level interview, testimonial, and personal branding videos. So look out for the links in the description below for those episodes if you have missed them. But don't get me wrong, my company Learns Marketing do shoot property tour videos too. Honestly, this is one of the easiest types of videos to shoot. And so many of our property agent clients, they choose to work with us for the more challenging type of videos to shoot, which are the personal branding videos, which I have talked about. They also engage us for skits. Yes, we do tasteful skits for our agent clients too. And lately, a few agents have inquired about our interactive video, which is an entirely new genre of videos which are clickable from within the video itself, not below, not outside, but in the video itself. Anyway, you can find out more about these other types of videos we do for property agents in my other videos in this channel. Now, let's get back to your next level home tour video, shall we? So in this video, I'm going to break it up into 2 segments. Now, the first is when I show the most basic camera moves, done either with your mirrorless or DSLR cameras or your smartphones. I bet most of you already know this move, but just let me briefly cover them. After this, the second segment is when I show you the more advanced move using 3 types of equipment. Your smartphone still, that's number 1. A mid-end mirrorless camera with maybe good in-body image stabilization or IBIS, that's 2. And the third one, the gimbal. Okay, let's start with the basics first, shall we? Okay, here, let me just revise with you 2 basic camera moves. The first is the classic pan. Now, a pan move simply means a left to right movement or vice versa. So in your home tour shots, it will look like this. Simple, right? Well, the second move is the tilts, which means a top to bottom movement or down to up. In your video, a tilt movement will look like this. Now, when do you pan and when do you tilt? Well, the simplest way to remember is pan when you want to shoot is wide, and tilt when you need to shoot tall interiors. So this is what I mean. So in this wide and expansive living room, the best movement is a pan. So your audience can see the whole span of it. And in this closet where the wardrobe is tall, a tilt makes more sense here. So those are your 2 most basic moves. Ready to go on to the more advanced moves? Okay, the first of the more advanced move is this push in or pull out shot. Now it's called the dolly in video production terms. To dolly in means you move your camera forward, and to dolly out means you move your camera out backwards. Why you use dolly move is because you want your audience to focus on that one thing in your video, or conversely, focus away from that one thing into the surrounding. So for instance, in this shot, I dolly into the computer desk here at the far end from the door. Now this shot makes your audience focus on the desk and maybe the laptop. On the other hand, this dolly out shot from the pillow on the bed eventually reveals the whole bedroom. And this gets your audience to focus away from that pillow to the bigger context of the bedroom. The next advanced move is the review, and this shot does exactly what it is named for, to review the room. So reviews can be done using either of the basic moves that I've taught you earlier. A pan review from behind this counter shows the living room, giving the audience a sense of grandeur and space. A tilt review from the back of this light fixture here also accords the same feel, but now it seems to convey a sense of height. Now remember, a review move is especially suitable in the introduction of the room because it doesn't really make sense if it was done after all the elements in the video are shown. Alright, so now let's go on to the third advanced move, and it is called the orbit. This move is great if you want to show a particular furniture or parts of the room from more than one side. So for instance, I want to showcase this coffee table here with the cushions on the sofa as the backdrop. So I do an orbit shot where I go around the flowers like this. Okay, now with the 5 moves that I've introduced, go ahead and experiment in taking your home tour video. But then, the footages won't look as good with your smartphone yet. True, to many of you, all these smartphone shots combined into a video like this would look very good already. But this should be a next level home tour video, not a typical one that any of your colleagues can take. So allow me to show you 2 more things that will elevate the visual appeal of your video to the next level. Now, so for those of you who are ready to advance beyond the smartphone, which doesn't really allow you to show much depth, you would like to get yourself a mid-range DSLR or mirrorless camera. I've spoken about these types of cameras before in the previous episode, and so yes, while you can use a cheap mirrorless camera like the Sony ZV-E10 or the Canon M50 Mark II to shoot your home tour videos, you might want to go a level up to get a full-frame camera. Now, without getting too much into the technical details, a full-frame mirrorless camera like the Sony a7C paired with a wide-angle lens like this one, like on a 14mm focal length, will give you this kind of reach. But on the Sony ZV-E10, which is not a full-frame camera, it's called a crop sensor, or for Sony, they call it an APS-C camera. On the same 14mm lens, you will only get this reach, not nearly as wide. In fact, it's only about 2/3 as wide. Not only that, the Sony a7C also has a rather respectable in-body image stabilization, or IBIS. What it means is that even if you hand-hold the camera, switching the IBIS mode on means you have a rather smooth shot like this one. Conversely, if the IBIS mode is off, this is what you will get. So my advice is, if you're planning to get a mirrorless camera, get a full-frame one with a good IBIS if your budget allows. Now, what if your wallet can be stretched some more? Well then, you should consider getting a gimbal, like this rather good DJI RS2 gimbal. Many professional YouTubers and production studios actually use this particular model. It's not terribly expensive, at slightly over $1,000. Well, although it's like 4 or 5 times more expensive than some smaller models from some other brands, this RS2 is something that we personally trust to use on our client's project. Now, although do note that there are a lot of upgrade options for this gimbal, and the one that we are currently using, amounts to almost twice that of the cheapest kit. Anyway, a gimbal allows you to mount your mirrorless or DSLR camera on it to get buttery smooth shots like this, and this, and this. These are really not possible to get on your smartphone and mirrorless cameras, no matter how steady your hands are. So at this point, let's do a recap of what you have learned in this video. First, I introduced two basic moves, the pan and the tilt. Then I went into three more advanced moves, which are the dolly, the review, and the orbits. In the second segment, I introduced you to the mirrorless camera with a good IBIS, and after that, the gimbal. So when we combine everything you have learned together, you get a next level home tour video such as this. So what do you think of all these that I've taught you about bringing your home tour videos to the next level? If you learned something in this video, please help me by clicking on the like button so that YouTube can prioritize this video for more people to view. Do subscribe and turn on the notifications as well. That way you won't miss out on all the future next level and many other videos when they are out. Oh, if you have any queries in doing your next home tour or even personal branding video, do comment below or maybe even contact me privately. So until then, go check out the other videos in our YouTube channel. I'm Different Colin. Why be different when you can be different? I'll see you.